Welcome to Pattaya Info, your calm, clear, and trusted source for everything happening across Pattaya, Chonburi, and their eastern region. Take a deep breath, relax, and let's move through today's most significant local stories together. For months now, residents living near Thung Klom, Tal Man Road 25 have been struggling with an unbearable problem. A powerful, sickening odor rising from a private landfill has made daily life almost impossible. The odor, depending on the wind, spreads all the way toward Chaknok Lake, also known as Maprachan Reservoir. Entire neighborhoods, from the landfill to the lake, have been blanketed in this awful stench. People say, some evenings when the wind shifts inland, the air becomes so thick that families shut their windows tight, and even sleeping becomes difficult. What's worse, several tourist attractions sit just a few minutes away. Yet instead of Pattaya's usual fresh tropical air, visitors are met with a choking, sour smell. Residents say the situation grows worse whenever the wind changes direction, blowing from the land toward the sea, which happens more frequently this season. That shift turns parts of East Pattaya into what locals now call a no-go zone after dark. They understand the facility is privately run, but the impact on public health, comfort, and community well-being is undeniable. Many hope that city and provincial authorities will step in with stronger enforcement and require the operator to finally control this odor. The clock is ticking, high season is near, and unless something changes soon, both residents and tourists will continue to suffer. Meanwhile, in Satahip and the greater Pattaya region, a brighter story is unfolding. On a warm Saturday evening, surrounded by laughter and the gentle glow of garden lights, the Rotary community celebrated the official chartering of the Rotary Club Utapao International. Held in the beautiful garden of the Swan Lake Hotel, the ceremony brought together representatives from nearly every Rotary club across the region. The event was festive, yet deeply ceremonial, reflecting the pride and duty of starting a brand new club. Nearly 20 enthusiastic members have already joined the new club, all ready to begin meaningful community service projects across the Satahip and Pattaya areas. President Lalinda Sidipornmanut, the club's charter president, received countless messages of support from Rotarians throughout District 3340. In her remarks, she spoke of the power of service, friendship, and Rotary's global mission to create lasting change. Guests included past district leaders, club presidents, and visiting Rotarians from neighboring provinces, all expressing their optimism and encouragement. They said that forming an international Rotary club in a diverse area like Pattaya is not just symbolic, but essential. It represents unity, compassion, and the shared belief that together, people can make a difference. As the evening drew to a close, warm applause filled the air, and the new members stood proudly, holding candles as a sign of light and service. With the Rotary flag waving softly under the Satahip breeze, the new club marked its first step toward becoming a strong, positive force in our community. Now, let's move north to Sriracha, Chonburi, where law enforcement officers continue their strong push against illegal narcotics. On Saturday evening, local administrative officials in Bowen arrested a man during a routine no drugs, no dealers checkpoint, an ongoing nationwide campaign led by the Ministry of Interior. The checkpoint, set up around 6 o'clock in the evening, stood in front of the village headman's office in Mu 4, along Pattaya Na Road. While officers were inspecting vehicles, one motorcyclist caught their attention, showing signs of nervous behavior. He was stopped, and upon searching his sling bag, police found 60 methamphetamine tablets and 1 gram of crystal meth, or ice. He was immediately detained, and further tests were conducted on other motorists passing through the checkpoint. Out of 39 drivers tested, 3 were found to have illegal substances in their system. All suspects, along with the seized drugs, were taken to the Sriracha District Office for processing and later transferred to Bowin Police Station for formal charges. Officials emphasized that such checkpoints are part of a nationwide strategy not only to reduce drug trafficking, but also to identify habitual users early, before addiction turns into criminal activity. They say operations like these will continue regularly as part of Thailand's ongoing war on narcotics. And finally, to Pattaya, where a shocking case of jealousy erupted into sudden violence between neighbors living in Soy Chularat. Police were called to a row of rented rooms shortly after 6 in the evening on Saturday, November 23rd, following reports of a stabbing. A 45-year-old woman, identified only as Miss Tongsuk, suffered a deep 10-centimeter wound beneath her left ribcage after being stabbed once with a folding knife. She was rushed by neighbors to a nearby rescue point and later transferred to Pattaya City Hospital. The alleged attacker, a 35-year-old woman known as Miss Kung, did not flee. Instead, she calmly waited for police to arrive, standing outside her room with a small packed bag in her hands. "I'm not running anywhere," she reportedly told officers, through tears. "I've packed my clothes. I'm ready to go to jail." According to her statement, the conflict began the previous day, when her partner of over 10 years, Miss Som, aged 38, who happens to be a relative of the victim, accused her of having an affair. During that confrontation, Miss Som allegedly assaulted Miss Kung, while the victim shouted obscene insults over the wall. In a fit of anger, Miss Kung broke the victim's window, though both parties later agreed to settle. But the following evening, when another round of verbal taunts began, her rage overcame her. She grabbed a 15-centimeter folding knife and stabbed the victim once, before immediately regretting it. Police have charged Miss Kung with serious assault and are awaiting the victim's recovery before proceeding with the formal complaint and possible prosecution. Police said jealousy, pride, and humiliation combined into a tragic moment of violence between people who once shared friendship and closeness. And that brings us to the end of tonight's program. From environmental concerns to community milestones, law enforcement action, and moments of human drama, Pattaya continues to remind us that life here moves with both beauty and intensity. We thank you for spending these moments with us, staying informed, aware, and connected to your community. Until next time, stay safe, breathe easy, and take care of one another. Thank you for watching Pattaya Info.